This infographic about the 2020 US elections is jaw-dropping. It lists the numerous types of irregularities and alleged voter fraud. It is hard to ignore and automatically call everything a lie. I have placed the link below to check it out for yourself. Now, hypothetically, if an election has a massive amount of voting irregularities and alleged voter fraud conducted in tons of different ways, in multiple locations, in various states across the US, shouldn't every citizen and media outlet be screaming at the top of their lungs for investigations to ensure a true and fair election? Now, look at the attached infographic that details the massive amount of alleged irregularities and voter fraud in the 2020 elections. Why is there no outcry except by Trump supporters? Makes no sense. I'm just baffled at the comments by some people on my videos and posts blaming me for destroying America by raising alleged voter fraud claims. No, I'm not destroying America by raising these alleged claims. The people destroying America are those covering up for potential fraud and voting irregularities. And if voter fraud was actually done, then the people doing the voter fraud are the ones destroying America. Not me for my videos. Forgive me, but I believe many people are driven to do bad and illegal things for power all over the world, in every society. For good or for bad, that is human nature. When ego and power come to play, not everybody plays by the rules. It is up to us to try to be the best people we can be. But that is why rules and regulations are necessary, to ensure as much as possible that people, as many people as possible, behave appropriately and don't act badly or do wrong things. Now, back to the 2020 elections. Almost every election has voter fraud claims. Sometimes they get investigated, sometimes they do not. Irregularities and alleged fraud is nothing new to American elections. Just 2 months ago, Green Party candidate Jill Stein won a groundbreaking court case that finally gives her campaign the right to examine voting machine source code from the 2016 election. 2016, and only today the case came out. Dr. Stein reacted to the news with the following tweet, and I quote, "We're in discussions with this person to plan our examination of voting machine source code in Wisconsin. This is a unique opportunity for independent scrutiny and will give the public and officials a more complete picture of election security risks and ultimately help make voting more secure." Now, who knows what they will find? But at least they finally got permission to look. It happens! Thinking that fraud never happens is just plain naivete. And the American system and the US Constitution have the checks and balances to deal with potential alleged fraud in order to ensure as fair elections as possible. Admitting the need to investigate possible fraud does not mean America is destroyed. However, allowing alleged fraud to potentially steal an election without investigating properly can destroy America because the public loses trust in the electoral process. This is already having a practical impact with many Georgians with regards to the upcoming Senate runoff in Georgia. If fraud happened on the November 3rd national elections, they're thinking, who is to say fraud won't also happen in the runoff? So why even go out and vote? This is an actual debate taking place today in Georgia. I have said this before, and I will say it again. Anytime any side is alleged to use fraud to steal an election, everyone from all sides should be demanding an investigation. Everyone. It is just mind-boggling that so many people voice no interest at all in at least investigating these alleged irregularities and voter fraud. And it is absolutely crazy that the media establishment is suppressing any and all reporting on looking into the massive amount of allegations of voter fraud. That is an even bigger red flag to me that something big is potentially being covered off. Because if there is nothing to hide, then why hide it? So, like I always say, the elections are still not over. Biden is not president-elect, and my opinion is that we will have 4 more years of U.S. policy based on reality and not on leftist utopian ideology that will just harm the lives of Americans, Israelis, and freedom-loving people all over the world.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.